The Bill and Ted movie was most excellent. I've heard of Bill and Ted for years now, you know. Honestly, I did not know they time traveled. I thought it was like one of those just comedy movies where two stoners are on some type of adventure. But then I find out it's time travel. I said, huh, okay. And it's on Netflix. Let me give it a try. And so I watched it about a month ago, and I actually really enjoyed it. I've been putting off the second one for some time now, and I'm not sure why I've been doing that. But I don't know, I really enjoyed it. You know, watching those movies, you probably lose a few IQ points, but still, it's a good. The first one's really good. The second one, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, is good up until they die and go to hell. Like, it's still good when they're dead, but once they go to hell, it just goes downhill from there, and then they go to heaven, and then they're finally alive. And when they come back to life, it's like better, but it's also dumb because then they got these weird alien things, and like Death is in there, like the Grim Reaper, and he's like not evil, he's like a happy dude. I didn't get that. But you know, it's in the first one. I mean, sorry guys, there's spoilers. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little spoiler alert at the beginning. But they go back in time in the first one, they meet all these different people, and they bring back two princesses. Don't remember their names. They're played by two different actresses. Like in the first one, they have these actresses, and then the second one, they have two different ones. But yeah. There's my train of thought. Oh, anyways, they take the princesses from, I don't know, some era in time, and I didn't really understand that. Like, I understand it's cool that they brought the princesses back, but why would they just be cool with that? You know what I'm saying? And at first the princesses don't understand them, but they understand them in the second movie. But why would they just be okay with being kidnapped from their own time and being taken to the present? You know what I mean? And in the beginning of the second movie, they both proposed to the girls. Like, they just... Alright. Okay. You just... Like, thank God the princesses liked Bill and Ted enough, and thank God Bill and Ted liked the princesses enough, because they just brought them back from the past, and now they have to live there forever. Like, what happens if they end up hating each other? Then they gotta take them back, but they don't have the time machine. The second one, they don't even have the time machine. They don't even... Holy crap, they don't even time travel in the second one, do they? Huh. They don't. But yeah, so they only have the time machine that one time. So, you know? That's the big hole in the story there. But no, I mean, I like the relationship with the princesses. It's kind of weird that Bill and Ted both marry sisters, and then they both propose to them at the exact same time. And oh my lord, if this worked, they proposed to them at the exact same time, just feet away from each other, said almost the exact same thing, and they gave them little plastic rings, like from a gumball machine or something. I think it was it an orange ring with a purple heart, or purple ring with an orange heart? I think it was purple with the orange heart, I think. But still, they're plastic little rings. But the princesses said yes and loved the rings. And I was like, there is no fucking way. No way. But, you know, that's a thing, I guess. That happens. I mean, if my wife is okay with just getting a little plastic ring, you know, when I propose to her, that would be fantastic. But I know that's not going to work. Unless maybe she's really into Green Lantern, then I just get... No. Or the Flash. If she's into the Flash, I can give her the Flash ring. Or I could buy like a legit replica of Green Lantern or the Flash or one of those type of superhero rings. Huh. You know what I'm saying? That's a... Okay. Alright. Let's get back to Bill and Ted. Bill and Ted, good movie. They travel in a phone booth. Which, isn't that what Doctor Who travels in? So, when I first heard of Doctor Who, I was like, they ripped off Bill and Ted. But I guess Bill and Ted ripped off Doctor Who because Doctor Who's been here since the 60s, I want to say. And I assume they've been traveling in that phone booth thing since then. So, I guess they kind of ripped Doctor Who off. But either way, they're really... Bill and Ted, not very bright. Bill's this one. Ted's this one. Bill's probably my favorite. I don't, but they're just, I don't know. They're pigs. They have a rock band, but they don't even. They're not good at. They don't know how to play music at all until the end of the second one, which just okay. Sorry, just but I think it was my last video when I got those pop figures. I talked about how I got those at this like little mini con I went to. There they had Bill and Ted action figures, and I wanted to buy them, but I did not because I had not seen the second one and I wasn't sure how much I liked them yet. But I really do like them, and I'd like some more Bill and Ted merchandise for the Geek Room. That'd be fantastic. Right now I just have the Loot Crate that looks like Bill and Ted, and then this shirt that I got from Loot Crate. I'd like more. But that movie is rated PG. I find that really crazy how much the world has changed, because they said like dick, and they're like, they look down their stepmom's shirt like right at her boobs. They talk about you know, porking people a lot in those two movies. They say shit. They say, there's something they always say. They say dickweed. They say ass munch or something like that. But yeah, they say a lot of cuss words, and I just not sure why that was rated. I don't know. And and they talk about getting it all. I don't know. And in the second one, they have evil robot selves, and they like kind of try to like force themselves on their girlfriends, if you know what I'm saying. I just don't see how that's PG. But I did, you know, it's whatever. I didn't make the movie. But Rufus, he's a funny guy. Not funny, he's a cool guy. I like Rufus. He's their like scientist type. I don't know. He's the time traveler that saves the world, sort of, and helps them out. But yeah, Rufus is from the future, a good future. But I still don't even understand this. Rufus goes back in time to make sure that they, what was it? They give a good presentation. Oh, so they pass. They pass history. That's why they time travel in the first place. Because in the future, for some reason, Bill and Ted, everyone has like worships Bill and Ted. I don't even understand. Like, it really doesn't. You just don't think too much into it, because it makes no sense on why like everyone would have went to their type of style of living. Like, everyone's wearing their type of clothing. Everyone's talking like them. Always rocking, playing drums, playing guitar, always something. And they're always talking about the great ones, talking about Bill and Ted. And it really doesn't make sense. They didn't do anything great at all. But, you know, that's in the beginning of the second movie, they had a university called Bill and Ted University. No. You may have one school called Bill, what's his name? Bill Esquire and Ted Preston, or is it reversed, or am I mixed? Preston may be a part of Bill Preston Esquire. I mean, I'm sorry, it's gonna bother me. But yeah, you may have one called whatever their last name is. You know, just hold on. Let me look up their names. Bill and names. Their band name is called the Wild Stallions. It's not spelled like wild or stallions. Okay, well, it says for Bill S. Preston Esquire. That's where I got that. But for Ted, it just says Ted. Still looking for Ted's. But, either way, maybe you call one Bill Preston University, you know? You're not going to call it Bill and Ted University. I don't think so. No school, no sir, no school ever. Well, no. Doesn't work. No, I'm not going to... Oh, let me just name it Marty and Doc University. No. Rick and Michonne University. No. It doesn't work like that. But I guess in Rick and Michonne's universe, there would not be college anymore. You know what I mean? But still. Theodore Logan. That's his name. Theodore Ted Logan. So maybe Theodore Logan University. But you are not calling it Bill and... Sorry, that just bothers me. Like, it is... It's Bill and Ted. No, it's not. I'm sorry. But, and it's so funny to watch movies that were made, like old movies, and they're talking about the future, and it's supposed to be futuristic and stuff, but their gadgets and stuff are not futuristic at all. Like, it's old screens, like it doesn't look HD at all. But I mean, that's as far as they had come at the time. But it just, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't look very futuristic. And their clothing in the second movie are ridiculous. They're wearing foam. Like, it's basically just a bunch of mixed match colors of foam. But, oh my. And they got the alien that it's two at first, and then it, like, they run at each other and like squish on the ground. I said, what? Did they just, what? I thought they just freaking died because they're all, but then they go, and then they grow into a giant one, and their butts are the weirdest. I'm sorry, but their butts like form up their, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, their butts go up into their heads. Just go look up like the aliens from Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, and I'm sure you'll find some pictures of them. But it's weird. And then they start calling them, what do they start calling them? Station, because he keeps saying station for some reason. He's like, station. They're like, hey, station, are we gonna have this done in time? Station. Nope, that doesn't answer the question. You don't just assume that's a yes. You don't just assume it's a no. No, I don't like it. And Death he's so weird. And like, Death was like talking all evil and had his hood up. He was like, Bill and Ted, for me to bring you guys back to life because the evil robots killed them. He's like, you guys will have to beat me in a game. And I thought it was going to be some crazy, psycho, evil death game. No, the was playing Battleship. They beat him, and he gets mad. He goes, best 2 out of 3. And then they beat him in Clue, and he goes, okay, best 3 out of 5. And he's like, alright. And then what was the next game they played after that? That's going to bother me. Because I know what the last game is. I just can't think of what the in-between game is. I don't know, but then they go to 5 out of 7 or something like that. And they play in Twister. And Death's leg, like, completely breaks off and, like, goes to reach to the, like, green spot that he needed to be. But then he still failed. I was like, okay, that's sure. And so he lost and brought it back. But, no, it's funny movies. If you're looking for a good laugh, if you're in a kind of good story, then watch them. They're funny. Also, Bill has a really hot stepmom in the first movie, but at the beginning of the second movie, now his really hot stepmom is dating Ted's dad, and he gave no explanation to it. So why did they even do it? Like, it'd be one thing if we were going to see more to it, but, like, we didn't even get, like, it just said, hey, now she's, I just did not, I don't know. I have no idea. But, yeah, yeah, that's it for this video. Until next time, don't forget to be excellent to each other. I'm out.